Hey guys, I'm iKirky, and this is my channel. This story is going to be about my coming out. So if you're interested in watching something like this, and if you're interested to see what my take on coming out is and how it went for me while coming out, I guess keep watching. So, as you guys know from my intro, my name is, well, my YouTube name is iKirky. My name is Kirk. I'm 23. I'll be 24 in a couple of days, well, a couple of weeks. I'm from Georgia. You know, all of us in Georgia in the suburbs always say we're from Atlanta, but I'm actually from a little small town called Powder Springs. I grew up here most of my life, although I have lived in New Jersey as well as California. But that's just a little bit about me. I'm sure you guys, if you want to know more about me, you can ask more in the comments. But so, my coming out story, I actually came out on Facebook um, after coming out to my mother. But growing up, I always knew that there was something different about me, that I wasn't like all of my other guy friends I hung out with, and like there was a pretty Republican family that didn't really, you know, didn't really have gay people around, and so growing up, I never really knew what gay was, and I never knew what being gay was. So I knew at the age of 10 that there was something different, and I met a friend, and he thought the same thing about him, and we never knew what it was then, but we finally figured it out. um, I'm just rambling on the same. Sorry guys, this is my first video and I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to get emotional, but so anyways, I had a best friend growing up. She was my number one best friend. She lives literally right through the woods over there. Out my bedroom window, I can see her where she grew up at. And she was the one that first knew. Whenever I knew that I was gay, she was the first one to know. So she carried my secret with her for a couple of years until I finally ended up coming out. But growing up was really hard, um, because when you finally figure out that you're gay, and it's just like, how do I tell my family? What is my family going to think of me? I'm going to let my parents down. I feel like I'm going to be a huge letdown. I don't want to be put out on the streets. Stuff like that. There's all these thoughts that just constantly go through your head, and you just don't know what to do. So you hold it in, and eventually you will know when the right time is. But now that I've gotten through that, let me tell you guys about my coming out story. Um, so this was back in 2013. I'll post a clip of the Facebook post I posted here. But I came out to my mother. Back in 2013, she got really sick, and my father and mother were separated. They separated when I was really young. And my mother was everything to me. My mother was literally my everything. Um, she always made sure we had what we needed in any way that she could. As a single parent, it's really hard to take care of three kids. But my mother always made sure we were provided for. That was for sure. Um, so we were. I was laying in her bedroom with her watching a show. I think we were watching ER. That was one of her favorite shows. I'm not even sure if it was running then, but I think we were watching repeats of it or something. Um, but there just so happened to be a gay couple on the show. And, my mom was like, oh, look, they're really cute. Um, and at that moment, everything stopped. Everything stopped. There was this voice inside my head that said, you need to do this now. You need to do this now. This is your time. This is your opening. You need to do it. Well, a little bit before that, I actually started doing drag. Um, so I guess she probably already knew. Probably about a month before I finally decided to come out, I'd started doing drag. Excuse me while I put chapstick on because my lips are really dry. I'm going to cut that out. But yes, anyways, I started doing drag. I had a friend across the street that was also gay, and I started hanging out with them. I never knew he was gay up until then. So I kind of started hanging out with him and his partner, and they took me out to the club. And when I first saw a drag queen, I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to do that. So we'll go into my drag story later on in a different video. But I started doing drag, so I'm assuming my mother probably already knew. But in that moment, when I saw that gay couple on TV, and my mother was like, oh, they're really cute, that just told me that it was my time. So it went on a commercial break, and I remember bawling my eyes out. Like, I was trying to cry silently because I was facing the other end of the bed, and she was on the top of the bed, at the head of the bed. And I just lost it. I don't know what overcame of me and just made me cry so hard, but I remember her patting my leg and looking at me and going, what's wrong? And I sat up and took a deep breath, and I looked at her and I was like, there's something I need to tell you, Mom. And she was like, well, you can tell me anything. Me and my mom we were close. We had our ups and downs. We fought all the time. You know how parents and kids are. But we were just so much alike. But she's like, you can tell me anything. We were very close and open with each other. And so I looked at her and I was like, Mom, that gay couple on TV just brought this out of me, and I think I really need to tell you I'm gay. And my mom looked at me for a second, and she started crying a little bit, and she was like, I'm glad you're finally comfortable enough to tell me, and I just want you to know that I accept you no matter what. And at that point, sorry guys, I'm trying not to cry. And at that point, she grabbed me and hugged me, and we sat there for probably 10 minutes just crying, and she was telling me everything was going to be okay, and that she still loved me no matter what, and that was such a relief to me that my mother, accepted me for who I was, and it didn't matter who I was, or I'm sorry, it didn't matter that I was gay. It just mattered that I was still her son, and that's all she cared about. And the relief out of just that one person, the biggest person in my life that meant everything to me at the time, and still does, there was so much relief from that. And when I tell you that it feels like a 3-ton elephant was lifted off your back, 3-ton elephant, it feels like an elephant was lifted off of your back and your chest. I'm serious. Like, that was the biggest. I took a really deep breath, and for the first time I felt like I could be me. I could be free. I could be who I was. And it was just the most amazing feeling in the world. So, thankfully, rest in peace, Mom. She passed away in 2014. But thankfully, it might have been 2013. I'm sorry, these dates are all confused in my head. But thankfully, I got that out to her before it was too late, because if something would have happened to her before I got to tell her, I would have been so upset. But that was me coming out to my mother. The way I was outed to my father wasn't the best. Unfortunately, my mother told my father before I could tell him. And my father didn't take it very well. he called me and said some things, bad things that I won't repeat. But it was definitely a different reaction. And until me and my dad were never close, you know, so it wasn't that shocking to me that he would feel this way about it. Once again, my dad's country, redneck, raised by, you know, people that didn't believe in stuff like that. And so basically, me and my dad have not had a good relationship since then. And I mean, we really didn't have a good relationship to start with, but it was a lot better. He tried to come around for a little while, and it just became increasingly awkward around him. And I don't know if it was because I was gay or if it was just everything that ran together from the past, you know. But just because he didn't necessarily approve of it, he did apologize for the things he said, and he's tried to accept me. And like I said, we don't have a functioning relationship right now, but that's neither here nor there. But I also do believe that if I would have been able to do it myself, it would have been better. If he would have heard it from me, it would have been a lot easier. So if you're a parent watching this, please do not out your kid to the other parent. It makes it more difficult on them. It makes it more difficult for the other parent to understand what's going on and to understand how the kid feels. Just let them do it themselves on their own terms. Everybody has their moment to come out. They don't need to be forced out. And that's for anybody watching. If you're just watching this video out of curiosity, do not force someone out of the closet. If you have came out, then I know you understand what that could do to somebody. And it does get better. It really does. I have lived such a better life after finally coming out. Such a better life. I feel so much better about myself. And the best thing about being gay is there's so many people out there to support you. You have so many people that have your back. You can talk to anybody in the gay community if you're having problems, and I promise you that they will have your back. If you need to talk to me, please talk to me. You can message me on Facebook. My Instagram is iKirky. You can follow me there, and you can message me there. If you need anything, if you just need a friend to talk to, please feel free to contact me at any time of day, any time of night. I will do whatever it takes to talk to you and to calm you down or to help you through whatever you are going through. And I just want you guys to know that it does get better. So, once again, if you have any questions or if this story has helped you, if it hasn't helped you, if you have more questions, please message me. Feel free to message me. I will talk to you and I will help you through whatever it is. And I hope this video helps somebody, and I hope this video reaches some hearts and can really help guide you through to what you need to do and to where you want to be in life. Once again, guys, I'm iKirky. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. So, thank you guys for watching my channel. This is my first video. I know I have tons of room for improvement, just like a new camera instead of using my phone because this isn't working so well. I'm currently editing the video now, so you guys will see this later. Excuse my messy room. But please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Tell me what you guys want to see, because I am all about doing what you guys want. This first video was just to kind of get myself a little bit known and to see what people thought about it and to get a first video on the channel. So please give me some comments down in the comment section, guys. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you guys keep watching.